It's deeper than sports. Hey, welcome back. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Today's video is about ownership and why ownership matters. As you know, each and every week, I do this series called Deeper Than Sports, where I answer your questions on personal finance, entrepreneurship, as well as share with you my stock purchase of the week. Do me a favor. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you tune in each and every episode. So here we're gonna get right to it. Today's question is about ownership, man, and I think this is a good question. We are in a time in our just lives in general where ownership is so key. It's better to be the lender than to be the borrower. That right there puts in perspective how important ownership is. Whether it's owning a home, whether it's owning your car, whether it's owning assets like stocks, as you see I purchased in this video, it's very important that we embrace the idea of owning what we have, not having no debt, and making sure that we're not always shelling out money, owing people and things of that nature. And so it's very, very important on many levels that this idea of ownership becomes embedded into everyday life, and that we have to think like that. We have to, everything we do has to be about how can we accumulate assets? How can we not only be a part of something, but how can we get an ownership stake in the things that we know, like, and trust? And so I couldn't think of a better question to dive into today on our series of Deeper Than Sports. In 2011, I bought my first house. I remember saving up maybe six months to a year's worth of money to put down on the house. I no longer wanted to rent. I no longer wanted to see just money feel like just going right down the drain, basically. And so for me, it was important that I accumulated my own home through home ownership so that I can have something to call my own, a place where I can build equity in, and a place where I can have my home office at, a place where if I now go into the bank, I have some leverage, and so I can get approved for a couple dollars to do other things that I may want to do. Ownership is what allows you to have that type of leverage. Ownership is what allows you to have that type of freedom. So here it is, man. Whether it's your car, those that know me know I drive pretty nice, but with all jokes aside, my car is paid off. I buy used, I buy the whole thing. And so it's important to me not to have a car note. I want to own my vehicles. I want to own my home. I want to own these things so that I can do what I want to do with the money and the resources that I have. Typically, it comes down to me blessing others or helping somebody else that's in need. But regardless, I'm able to do it. I desire to do those things. But the only reason why that's possible is because I set ownership as a very, very high priority in my life. Much as I can, I want to push this on any and everybody I come in contact with. Ownership matters. It matters for a variety of reasons. Another reason why ownership is important is because the sense of pride that you get, the sense of knowing that it's yours. It's something about something being yours. You can't explain the feeling. It's something that when you own something, no matter what it is, you just have this level of gratefulness, of pride, you just feel like, you know what, that's mine. That's mine. I work for that. I paid for that. I earned that, no matter what it is. And so again, this whole concept of ownership, man, I'm pushing it. I see more people, whether it's celebrities, whether it's entertainers, I see them pushing it. And I think it's a beautiful thing, man. We have to own. We can't just be consumers. We just can't live in debt and always giving our money away. We need to see our dollars circulate through our community 100 times before it leaves the community. Only way to do that is to own a block, own a corner store, own a restaurant, own a grocery store, things of that nature. And so ownership is important on a variety of levels. I can't say it enough how important it is. It's one of the X factors in my life that helped change the game for me. Owning my home, owning my cars, owning a plethora of stocks, which are assets that produce income every single month for me in the terms of dividends, and which gets reinvested and only grows my stock portfolio even more. And so All of those things has to do with ownership. All of those things are the habits of the 1%, the habits of the people that get ahead just a little bit. And so again, you don't have to be a millionaire to live like one. These are all things we can practice right now, especially ownership. And so this is not a knock if you're renting. Do what you got to do for the time being, but have your eye on eventually at some point transitioning from renting to owning your home, transitioning from leasing your car to owning your car. Again, nothing like it. One of the greatest feelings in the world next to being debt free is ownership. And so that's it for this episode. I want to ask you to like and subscribe. Don't forget to grab some stock at my link below. Do me a favor, check out the next video. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one.